Like any professional reviewer, I have played enough of Borderlands 3 to get a true representation of the game, which we all know is 3 hours. Now for those who want a true review and not one that covered any of these topics, here is a quick 1-minute review of Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 builds upon what was already a good game in Borderlands 2, while bringing in influences from some fan fiction. But most of the content that previous fans loved is mainly only present in the side missions, while the main missions mainly build upon the characters who were previously boring and uninteresting, while shoving the stars of the game to the side for quick jokes and subplots. They pushed some characters aside so much that Dr. Zed, who was even featured in the final release DLC for Borderlands 2, which served as a gateway between the game's time skip, into a vending machine that most players will never see, and you will have to squint to even see his involvement. In terms of gameplay, if you want the same core gameplay as before, you'll mostly be happy, but the additions of customizable vehicles, skill trees and guns made me feel like I was missing out on a big portion of the game, which I'll probably never touch as there's no point in changing paths or parts once I'm already invested my time into one direction. Overall, if you do love Borderlands 2, you will enjoy this game and won't want to put it down once you get past the slow start, and that's why Borderlands 3 gets a nice 8 out of 10. Now on to the useless part. You better strap and lock yourself in for the longest part of the review, since we got Crazy Earl who sells, you guessed it, cosmetics. Yes! So get ready for my rapid fire ability to tell crappy jokes while we go through the entirety of his store. For when you want to pimp slap that hoe, take some pills and enjoy your night out, or when you want to show you're a true American patriot who stands by their president's decision. You know, I do wonder why there isn't a UK skin, but knowing us, we'd probably leave the game quicker than we left the EU. Now for emotes, you got all the classics that truly appeal to the gaming market these days. And if more of these emotes come out, you never know. I might just become a Borderlands 3 dance channel as of next year. Oh look, they'll even get what I feel like if that does happen. Now this game is even taking the route of your Pro League games by offering trinkets that are the tiniest things in the world that you wouldn't even notice if you weren't looking for it. You can get Blinky from The Simpsons, holding onto your past, and what the fuck is that? Also, we take a look right here, you see General Claptrap, the hero of Pandora. For weapon skins, just don't bother. I mean, unless you enjoy plain, sleek and simple, since I could probably just make better designs than this using Nike ID. But for some reason this game thought it needed to turn you into the grand interior designer you always knew you were, and let you design your corners with some rather questionable and damn right beautiful items. You got your pinata corn, a way to let everyone know you're a vegan without letting it be the first words out of your mouth, a neon live streaming sign for all you aspiring youngsters out there, and finally, for the more mature audiences, a nice smooth love heart and lips to help set the mood in your love dungeon. Pouch wow. Rating? It's 2019. Get with the times, bro. For only an extra $40 in the first 2 weeks, or $60 after that, buy the Super Deluxe Edition, where you won't have any need for any of the content by the time you figure out how to use it. But you know, I would say it's all bad, but I got Sparkles, a portable unicorn who rides his rainbow badassery to anything I set my eyes on. Oh my god. And that is why the Super Deluxe Edition gains a rating of buy on sale. It's not a joke, just buy on sale. Now for those prudes among us who just don't enjoy a little bit of eye candy along with their games, this bit it just ain't for you. This game just somehow manages to appeal to everyone in some way. And we're going to start off with Moxie, who is known as the skimpiest character despite being over 50. Now she has somehow gotten even skimpier and older as the games go on and on. She's gone from this, which is a little bit tasteful, to this. But if you're a fan of the fan fiction game, well, I got a surprise for you. Vaughn's Tidy Whities. You get a full face of abs, beard, bulge and buns. What more could you want? Wait, look at all that ass moving at once. Speaking of buns, everyone's favourite storyteller has had his midlife crisis, and instead of cheating on his wife, he's gone for the iconic man bun. You know what, I take that back. He probably did cheat on his wife with that hairstyle. Jesus Christ. Now, if you think that these 3 promiscuous characters could not be topped, think again. My boy, Claptrap, may seem a bit rusty and used, but let me tell you, no. Here comes with an assortment of hats. You got classic, beachside, conspiracy theorist, back alley abortion clinic, and of course, let's get sporky. And if none of these hasn't made you flutter just a little bit, I just don't know what will. Rating for this one should be on Pornhub. So have you ever wondered how anyone maintains enough energy in this game to do this, and this? Well, don't worry, I've got the answer. Introducing Splodios! Where not only will you have a box full of fun with every meal, but for every bite you take, you will lose about 70% of your teeth. So for you children out there, just think of the profits from that damn tooth-stealing fairy. If Splody-Yows doesn't blow you away, I present to you the cereal that was created by everyone's favourite plug hole, Clapsaps. Now with 50% more rusty bolts than ever. Since there's little variety, there's room in the market for me. And I present to you my own cereal and jingle. When you're feeling down and need to tone up, my buns will help you back up. Overall, in terms of cereal nutrition, Borderlands 3 gains a rating of child-friendly, coming to a store near you. For the boss battles, they are unique to say the least, although I think I can guess the inspiration behind just a few of them. I mean, Shiv obviously gets his inspiration from Deadpool, since you can see the resemblance between Shiv's tiny arm and Deadpool's baby arm. Now what they do with those arms, well, I don't want to talk about it, it's just gross. For Gigamine, now this is an obscure reference, but for the 90s kids, this was just as plain as day. But Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or as I know him as the Brain with Eyes, now he's just been juiced up and taken back to 2105. Pain and Terror? Yeah, I couldn't tell you honestly. But Gravewood? Now you want to tell me that just isn't a realistic tree squidward? I mean, it's even in the name, man, come on. Game rating for this one? Be more original. Come on now. Finally, it's Easter eggs and references. They're known throughout the community. There's going to be a shit ton of them. And within the first week of launch, there's going to be at least 10, 20-minute videos showcasing every single one of them. But I guarantee, most of them won't have picked up on these 3 references. Numero uno. Early on in the story, you can gain access to the Cyclone vehicle. But what you might not have realized is that its design is very familiar. That's right. It comes from South Park, more specifically the IT vehicle, and what adds more weight to this reference is that there is no aeroplanes in sight. And the original reasoning for Mr. Garrison to create this vehicle was that he didn't like how the airport treated him. Number 2. Pain and Terror? Oh, damn, I get it now. Pain and Terror, Penn and Teller? Hey, looks like they didn't fool me. And plus, Terror has his mouth sewn shut because Teller doesn't talk. Number 3. So in the same area that you fight the Carnivora, there is a little subsection which delves deep inside the case full of racks, and it has many computers. Now many people would believe that this is the Batcave, but what it was actually meant to be a reference to was from Peppa Pig and her adventures into the cave with her family. And the computers signify the screens that many children and adults watched her adventure unfold on that fateful day. The rating for the references?
What's in the box?
Oh.